I was never pregnant.
Pause for a moment. What will you do if the man you married and the woman you trust like a sister were the ones stealing your babies the moment they were born? This is the story of Esther, a woman who carried life 7 times and was told the same lie every single time. The baby didn't survive. Esther lived in a quiet town in Ondo State. She wasn't rich. She wasn't poor. She was popular and hardworking. By the roadside sat a hair salon. Not very big, but she was content with what she had. The constant smell of relaxer and hair cream filled the air. Every morning, she stood for hours, braiding hair, fixing wigs, listening to other women's stories. Some days, there was no light. Some days, no customers came. She was married to Benga. At first, he seemed gentle, a calm voice, soft smiles. What Esther didn't know was that Benga loved money more than people. He wanted to be rich. Benga liked to scroll through pictures of big houses on his phone. Sometimes, while Esther slept, he whispered, "One day, we won't struggle like this." Her closest friend was KG. They grew up together, shared food, shared secrets. But deep down, KG wanted everything Esther had: her home, her marriage, her happiness, and an easy way to get rich. She loved Esther, but she loved comfort more. The day Esther confirmed she was pregnant, her hand trembled. She stared at the test, then fell down to her knees. "God, thank you." She called KG immediately. KG screamed with joy, hugging her tightly, smiling wide. "My sister, God has remembered you." But Esther felt it, a quiet chill she couldn't explain. That night, when Bega heard the news, he smiled too. But the smile didn't last. Something dark passed through his eyes. Later, Benga and KG spoke in low voice. Esther was unaware that her happiness was already being priced. When labor came, the pain was unbearable. Hours of screaming, hours of hope. Then silence. No cry, no movement. A nurse avoided her eyes. "Madam, the baby didn't make it." Esther collapsed. KG cried loudly beside her. Benga looked broken. But when Esther slept that night, weak, medicated, grieving, money exchanged and somewhere haze, and her baby was driving her away. That was only the beginning. After the first loss, Esther didn't return to life, only to her house. She stayed awake at night, praising her stomach, whispering apologies to a child she never saw. Then she got pregnant again. Hope came with fear. She worked less, prayed more. She begged this baby to stay. Benga insisted on that hospital. He said he had connection there. Same hospital, same nurses, same silence. The baby didn't make it. The baby didn't survive. This time, she didn't scream. Something inside her cracked quietly. Pregnancy became terror. Still, it kept happening, again and again. After each loss, Benga seems calm. Keji always had money. New things appear in the house. Benga was doing the same work, yet now there was money. A renovated house, a new car, a bigger salon fully stocked for her. Whenever she asked, he smiled and said, "It's God's blessing." They were rich now, but Esther wasn't happy. She was depressed. She never saw a body, never attended a burial, never healed a child. By the fifth loss, she stopped naming them in her heart. People whispered she was cursed. One afternoon, a customer brought her newborn into the salon. As Esther touched the baby head, her hand began to shake. She rushed out to the toilet, locked herself in, and cried until her heart hurt. By the seventh pregnancy, she barely felt human. One evening, alone in her shop, memories lined up too perfectly. She was always told the baby had already been taken for disposal. There was never a body, never a form to sign. Same hospital, same staff, timing, same excuses. Her heart pounded.
7 pregnancy don't just disappear.
That night, she prayed differently. If my children are alive, show me. Then Esther did something dangerous. She told them she was pregnant again. Benga froze, just for a second. Kemi screamed with excitement too quickly. That was enough. This time, Esther lied, not to deceive, but to survive. For 9 months, she hatted. She tied clothes around her waist, groaned, walked slowly, pretended, and quietly she watched. One day, she followed her nose, waited, knocked on her door, dropped to her knee and begged. The truth spilled slowly, painfully. Plans were made. On the day of the delivery, Esther screamed like before. The hospital moved as it always did. But when the fake baby was brought out, Charles followed. Esther stood up.
I was never pregnant.
The room froze. The lights collapsed fast. The nurse talked. The doctor broke. Money trails surfaced. Benga cried. Keji screamed. Esther fell to the floor, asking the question that mattered.
Where are my children? Where are my children?
Not long after, the police arrived at the hospital. They started investigating, and they found out the babies were alive when they left. Years passed. Court cases, loneliness, slow healing. Then one afternoon, a young lady walked into our shop. She looked painful familiar. "Good afternoon, ma." Then softly, "Mommy." Esther's heart stopped. She fell to her knees and cried. The young lady's voice trembled as she spoke. "I was raised in Jamaica," she said, "but I always felt something was missing. One day, I overheard my parents saying I wasn't their biological child. So I started searching, and I found out my real mother is in Nigeria. She was her first daughter, stolen, sold, raised far away, but not forgotten." That day, Esther learned something she would carry forever. Truth can travel fast, but it always finds its way home. If you want more interesting story like this, like and subscribe for more.